In Saudi Arabia. CNN's Carl Rochelle is here with me, just came up. Carl, I know we can't be very specific given these restrictions, but within those parameters, what did you see?
Well, what I saw, I didn't see anything hit. I looked almost straight above us. There was a vapor trail coming from my right to my left, and there's a cloud of something. It looks like it might have been an explosion, a cloud. I'd say... You take it. Okay. All right. My apologies for that. He's putting on a gas mask. There hasn't been any gas dropped here that we could tell. You smell anything? No. You may smell some of the fumes from a missile exhaust going off.
And strategic warm water port for a country where much of its coastline is frozen in by ice, especially during the winter months. Part of why it is so valuable to Russia to have the Crimean Peninsula as a place where its Navy can move in and out of. And on top of that, and I'll remind you again, this is a U.S. Navy destroyer, the Truxtun, that sails normally out of Norfolk, Virginia. On top of that, the Russian military at this point is blockading a number of Ukrainian naval vessels, in the Crimea at their home port. There's actually scuttled at least 2 ships to keep Ukrainian Navy ships from being able to move out from there. Earlier this week, announcing that the U.S. would step up joint air patrols over the Baltic Peninsula. That's a clear sign of support to Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and Poland, 4 former Soviet satellite states, all very concerned right now, Jake, about the Russian military moves into Ukraine and into the Crimean Peninsula.
Jake? Senior international correspondent Ivan Watson with some excellent on-the-water reporting. Thank you so much.
To clarify what we're seeing in this video here, I mentioned that how it was impossible for a CNN or CIA reporter to be at the scene at the next day when no one else could get there. Well, it's obvious. I should have realised that it's green screen. This guy isn't at the scene. It's all green screen. It's made out to look like he is there. You can look at it closely. It is all fake. That's why they don't move the camera around, because they're not at the scene at all. They use this in other major events like the Gulf War and other places. This is fake. This guy is not at the scene, and anyone that believes in the mainstream media is an absolute buffoon.
He was just a bundle of energy, like he was supposed to be.
I understand he used to tell his siblings that he managed a taco factory.
Yes, that he was going to split his time as an adult between managing a taco factory and being an astronaut.
Oh, okay.
Which is an interesting juggling act, I'm sure.
How are you holding up? I mean,
most of the time I'm kind of numb, you know. I think about, and I think every mama out there can relate to the fact of how long it takes to create a baby, those 9 months that you watch every ultrasound and every heartbeat, and it takes 9 months to create a human being, and it takes seconds for an AR-15 to take that away from the surface of this earth. And it wasn't just my son, it was 25 other souls that left this earth that day because that weapon fell into the hands of a tormented soul. And
10 people were killed, though there is one report now saying 11 people were killed in that blast, but we know 10 members of one family. Also 2 media centers built. Whoa! Well, that was a rather large explosion. Yeah. That occurred, just look out here, I can't actually see where the impact of that was. It's actually set off a number of car alarms. But that was probably the largest explosion that we've heard just in the past, really in the past hour. There have been a number of explosions in the last hour or 2, but that one was pretty loud. We actually, the rockets continue to be fired from Gaza toward Israel. About 3 or 4 hours ago, there was actually quite a large rocket that was fired very close to, very close to this building where we are right now.
Whoa. Take him now, take him now, take him now. Somebody take him now. You can take him.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Such a sweet little guy.
Yeah.
All right, well, you're blessed.
Yeah.
Brian, your husband, is blessed. Anders is blessed.
Brian.
Yeah, Brian. You like Brian, huh? That's your dad. Well, we're happy you're here. You guys did a great job. Yeah. And I guess you got to thank the Lord, right?
Yeah.
Do you thank the Lord for that split-second decision?
I'm actually an atheist.
Oh, you are? All right, don't thank the Lord. But you made the right call.
Yeah.
We're so happy that you're happy.
No.
A nice story.
You see the balls. Yeah.
The bowling balls. All right, he's 18 months old, and he's going to have a happy life.
Yeah.
All right, Rebecca, thank you.
Yes,
Thanks,
you.
Ryan, too.
Yeah.